All right, so today we are talking about angles that are measured in radians, right? So we did this last year in Algebra 2, so for the most part it should be fairly familiar to you guys. Um, Today we're mostly going to focus on converting these back and forth and then how to find the complements or supplements, right? So just like a circle has 360 degrees, right? So we have a circle, right? Let's imagine this on our plane here, right? If it goes all the way around, you have 360 degrees, right? So in a circle, um, or in radians, I should say, that is equivalent to 2 pi radians, right? Because again, 1 radian is considered, it's the length of 1 radius, right? So it's like from here to here, but if we like put it on the arc of the circle. Right, so again, that ends up being 2 pi, right, because think of finding the circumference of a circle, right, 2 pi r, so 2 pi radians in one circle. So to convert back and forth between these measurements, right, so if you're going from degrees to radians, you will multiply your degrees by pi over 180. All right, so for example, let's say we have 60 degrees and we want to convert that to radians. We're going to multiply by pi over 180. So then you get 60 pi over 180, which reduces down to pi over 3. So your radians should always have a pi left in your answer. Right, so now on the yellow calculators, you can plug this in your calculator and it will give you that fraction with pi. I don't think it will in Desmos, but if you just plug in your numbers without the pi and just remember to leave that pi on top as you move it over. Right, and it might leave pi for you in Desmos, I don't remember, but I want to say from last year, I remember that it does not. Right, so again, when you have the yellow calculators, it will reduce it with pi, but you guys can reduce that fraction even without it. All right, let's do one more example of going from degrees to radians. So let's say we have 330 degrees. Again, always multiply by pi over 180. So you get 330 pi over 180. Reduce your fraction of 330 over 180. Again, use your calculator, right? But they're both divisible by 30, so you end up with 11 pi over 6. So again, when you're getting your answers in radians, I want them as fractions with pi. Do not give me a decimal. I will count it wrong, right? On Thursday, we are taking a quiz only on these conversions. So just this part we're doing now and the next slide where we go from radians to degrees. Right, so on that quiz, I will expect fractions of pi, not decimals. All right, so now let's go the other way. Let's go from radians to degrees. All right, so all you have to do is flip that fraction. So for these, you're multiplying by 180 over pi. Right, so let's say we have 5 pi over 4. We're going to multiply by 180 over pi. So since we have a pi on top and pi on bottom, the pi cancels out. So really what you're doing is just 5 times 180 divided by 4, which these, it's going to be perfectly fine if you get a decimal. In this one you don't, but 225. Right, so for your degree answers, you can have decimals. Sometimes it's not going to work out evenly. But you should not have any pi left in your answer. Your pi cancels out. All right, and then let's say 11 pi over 12. Right, so again, we're multiplying by 180 over pi. Okay, my pi's cancel. I'm doing 11 times 180 divided by 12. Right, so that gives me 165 degrees. Okay, if you have any questions on plugging these into the calculator, let me know. Then the other thing that I want to go over for this section is finding complements and supplements when you are working with radians. Right, so we know that to find a complement of an angle, we normally would subtract from 90, right? But when we're working with radians, that means you're going to be subtracting from pi over 2, right? Because if you look in the chart that's on page 38, right, that table, right, please excuse the grainy picture. I had to snap a picture of it on my laptop screen. But so 0 degrees is 0, 90 is equal to pi over 2, 180 is equal to pi, 270 is 3 pi over 2, and 360 is 2 pi. Right, so for finding the complement, you're going to subtract it from pi over 2. So let's say it told us to find the complement and supplement of pi over 4, right? That's example 5 on page 38. So for the complement, you're going to do pi over 2 minus pi over 4. So again, plug it in your calculator, right? Now, again, I think most of you have, well, you all have the Desmos ones at home, but you can do this crazy thing called getting a common denominator, right? So you're going to multiply top and bottom here by 2, so you get 2 pi over 4 minus 1 pi over 4. So the complement of that would be pi over 4. All right, and then basically you have the same process for the supplement, except we're subtracting from pi instead of pi over 2. So again, get that common denominator, so multiply by 4 over 4. So you get 4 pi minus 4 minus pi over 4. So 4 pi minus 1 pi is 3 pi over 4 would be the supplement. Again, use your calculator to do that as long as it's leaving pi in your answer. I don't want decimals. All right, that wraps it up. Again, we're taking a quiz, not on the complement supplements, but on the going from radians to degrees and degrees to radians on Thursday. You have an assignment tomorrow. Wednesday will be a video of me going over the answers to that assignment so you guys can make sure you've got the right thing going on before we take that quiz on Thursday. And if you have any questions, please just reach out and let me know.